Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about Spider-Man 2, the 2023 Spider-Man PS5, I guess it would be, game, with Peter Parker and Miles Morales, with Venom as the main villain. And I'm going to be listing off the suits that I think, the top 5 suits that I think should be in the next game. I'd like to start out by saying that I loved Spider-Man PS4, one of, if not my favorite game. You got that, 7 Days to Die, and the first Tomb Raider in the reboot. Those are my 3 favorites. But I loved the first one. It was so much fun. And then Miles Morales I felt was okay. I mean, I didn't like it as much because it's obviously like half the story. And I like Peter more. And it has like twice the amount of gadgets and suits. It's not really a fair comparison because the other game is just way bigger. So, I mean, I just like the way biggerness. There's more missions, there's more suits, there's more gadgets, there's more everything. But the plus side that Miles has, I mean, I played it on PS4, so it looked about the same. But the thing that Miles has over the Spider-Man PS4 game is that it doesn't have to do those stupid fucking MJ Miles mini games where you have to sneak around and try and hide from the fucking people. It's so annoying. Those mini games were the absolute worst part of the game, by far. And at least in Miles, they were smart enough to take those bits out. But for number 5, I'm going to go with, the most obvious one. Because Venom's the main villain. And that's the Symbiote Suit. Now, some of you may know there are rumors going around right now that the Symbiote is going to have a variant on every Spider-Man suit. No, I'm really, really hoping that there isn't, like, the Venom suit, like the main Venom suit isn't just a variant of a base Spider-Man suit, because I think that would be really lame. I think if they're going to do a symbiote suit, they need to make it, like, a separate symbiote suit instead of just a fucking, variant of another suit. I think that would be really lame. But I do think they should put variants on the other suits. Like, that would be really, really cool and really fun to see. The next one I got is the Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, in the first one, they had the Amazing Spider-Man 1, but it's terrible. I hate the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit with the fucking blue fingers, and it's just like the yellow eyes. It's just so bad. It looks so terrible. But the Amazing Spider-Man 2 design, I think, looks really, really good. I mean, just look at Spider-Man No Way Home. He was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit because it's just a better suit. Like, it's all around just better. The next one I have is Superior Spider-Man. And Superior Spider-Man is actually Doc Ock as Spider-Man. Now, the origin goes something like this. You got Doc Ock dying on a bed, and right before he dies, he manages to switch bodies with Peter, putting Peter's consciousness into his dying body and his consciousness into Spider-Man's body. And Peter dies in Doc Ock's body, but he decides to carry on his legacy as Superior Spider-Man and becomes, the classic Spider-Man with 4 arms like Iron Spider. He looks really cool. I think he'd be a really great addition to the game. The next one, I don't know anything about him, his origin or anything. I just know he looks really cool, and he's been in a ton of other Spider-Man games, and I'm honestly shocked he wasn't in the last one. They must have been saving him for the next one, but that's Cosmic Spider-Man. Cosmic Spider-Man, I, again, know nothing about him. I assume he's extremely powerful with a name like Cosmic Spider-Man, but I think that you would be able to put, like, cosmic sort of powers as his suit ability. Oh, and for Superior Spider-Man, you could do the 4 arms, even though that's already a Iron Spider thing, but maybe they won't have Iron Spider in the next one because they had it in the last one. Who knows? So maybe they could give that ability to him. The symbiotes could be like organic webs, and that would be really, really cool if they could get an organic web ability where, like, the main web shooters, like the 10 web shooters, either regenerate way faster or they just don't run out as, like, an ability type, because the symbiote gives them organic webs, which I think would be really, really fun. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, don't really have one. Maybe resistance to electric attacks, because that one slow-mo scene, that was pretty cool. So maybe, like, resistance to, like, electric batons that some of the enemies have or something like that. That would be really interesting. And for my last one, I'm gonna go, and I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but it is Spider's Man. Now, Spider's Man is millions of spiders as Spider-Man. He's just millions of spiders in the shape of a human. And his suit ability would be absolutely terrifying. Can you imagine just walking into a huge group of people and shooting spiders at them? That would be horrifying. That would be so disgusting and so horrifying that, honestly, I feel like it could knock the guys out. I mean, it probably wouldn't, and they probably wouldn't do that in the game, but it would easily stun them. I mean, can you imagine being swarmed by that many spiders? That would be fucking terrifying. And I think it would be really hard to do this, but I think what they could do that would be really cool is use the panel of him where it's just the mask and the rest of him is just spiders. Like this black amalgamation of millions of spiders. And I think that would be really cool to see in the next game, just a Spider-Man mask with millions of spiders running around him. Oh, just the thought of it alone is so horrifying. But yeah, that about does it for this video. If you guys want to see or listen to me talk some more, I got some more videos. Like and subscribe if you want to see some more. I'm going to do more Marvel stuff, more DC stuff. I'm actually working right now on a Marvel vs. DC roster game, fighting game roster. But if you want to listen to me talk some more, I do a podcast with my friends called the Basscast. Check it out on Spotify. But yeah, that about does it for this video. I'll see you guys later.